Who's the monster?
So Disney has just dropped their new series called Echo, which continues the series or the story about Maya Lopez. I'm going to be talking about whether it's worth your time or whether it's another Disney series / Marvel series that's just not quite hitting the bar of quality content. Let's jump in. Maya Lopez must face her past, reconnect with her Native American roots, and embrace the meaning of family and community if she ever hopes to move forward. So my top tip when going into watching this series, if you are a big fan of the Netflix Marvel series, particularly the Daredevil,
Make my city a better place.
the Punisher, those really gritty, hard-hitting series that for me and many others are the epitome of greatness when it comes to a Marvel character-based storyline that is everything we wanted, that was much more adult.
I had to get involved.
Daredevil, in my mind, season 1 and 2 are probably the best of what we're going to get. And we head into the zone of the Punisher, we head into Jessica Jones season 1.
Jessica Jones.
Those are probably the top quality that people, when they're talking about it, you know, you mix and match depending on what your likes are. And that was the rumor, that this was going to be as dark and broody as the first season of Daredevil, and the trailer was kind of setting us up for that. Now I would say temper your expectations, because it is not nearly as dark as it could have been. They could have really gone for that dark corridor fight sequences that a lot of Daredevil has at night shoots, the moodiness, the broken bones, the blood and gore, even though it does have viewer discretion as is advised, and it's a 16 plus here in the UK. Don't get your hopes up if you're hoping for a really adult, a stronger version of this. This has been Disneyfied a lot. However, saying that, there's a lot to love about this series. There are fight sequences that, if you're in it for the fight sequences, when you get to see the fight sequences, which are quite few and far between, they're very good. They're well told in the story, the structure of how you get to see it. For the most part, you do get to see it. There are some really nifty, creative fighting moments, which I really enjoyed. But the story is really about the drama of the family, reconnecting with the family, what it means to be family with a Native American, all the history that comes back with that, particularly with this family, because there is something to do with the Echo, hence the title. It's not the first time we've seen this character, so we know a lot about it, and some of the mystery that the story says, hey, this is a mystery, we already know because of the prior bits of the story. So there are bits in the story that feel a little bit choppy and changey, particularly the first episode where they rush across a whole bunch of lifetime moments, which feels like moments just stuck together in amongst a growing up sequence of a montage that is literally 3/4 of that episode. I felt like we needed another episode at least to really get to know the character, really understand her roots, that I would have felt like more emotionally engaged. So when we get to some of the stuff with the family and it all kind of connects with the Fisk universe, that stuff is cool, but it takes a while to get there. So it's very much a drama llama series. In amongst the Marvel universe. But when it comes to the costume designing, I thought it was excellent. The score was really fun. The costume design really lends itself to what you would expect would be authentic, and I like that about it. In the Marvel superhero, superpowered verse, what would be authentic in that with the Native American culture? And I think they've done it justice. They've obviously done their homework. So all of that comes together. Once we finish, we end up in a nice place where it feels somewhat satisfied in a piece of pie storytelling. It's an event rather than a series, which is how I think they're kind of selling it. There is also an end credit scene, so don't forget to check that out. It gives us an idea of what Fist is going to go and do. I'm not sure what they were trying to say with the ending. It's a bit of a mixed mash. I enjoyed it for what it was, but I did want more from it. Does that make sense? I think the acting is good. There is some emotional stuff with the family that I think worked. There's some stuff that I think dragged, and yet I still needed another episode about her growing up. I think that would have worked well to connect us to this world. As a one-time watch, I think it was fun. I'm not going to put it up there with the best, but it's definitely not the worst. Let me know your thoughts and feelings of this. Did you enjoy it? I thought particularly the outstanding fight sequences was in episode 1, and the last one-ish was fun. There's like 3 good fight sequences in this series, and the rest is more about the relationships and trying to figure out what she's going to do with her life, whether she wants to stay in that zone or this zone. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to give this 3 Nicolas Cages out of 5.
You got one.
But most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.